Yo, welcome back to the channel YouTube. How you guys doing today? Got a video by that boy, and I got another video coming up after this. But I just wanted to come back, just do some reaction videos real quick. I had two that I had lined up. So my friends tricked me into dating her. See how it is. Get into it. Let's enjoy the video.
Asking him. He gets no girls, bro. Wait, I think we can fix that. Okay, I have an idea. Check this out.
Oh, I got something.
She tripped. Yo, my girl been on my back like crazy. Again? Yeah. Yo, damn, she tripping. Bro. I know. I mean, weren't you at her friend's house? Okay. Meanwhile, you're being unfaithful. I'm going on 8 months with my girl. What about you, bro? Yo, I don't even know why we're asking him. He gets no girls, bro. Wait, I think we can fix that. Okay, I have an idea. Check this out.
See, that would have already fucked me up right there. Yo. You gonna try to place me on with your girl or whatever, because it probably was that.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, this story took place when I was in my second year of high school. At the time, I only had like a handful of friends, and by handful, I mean like 3. This is Brian, Tyreek, and Jeff. Besides us having a different taste in fiction, we had a lot in common. We mainly stayed to ourselves, really, discussing anime, playing Minecraft, and things of that nature. But what we didn't have in common though, majority of us had company, while the other did not. The other is me, unless you were wondering. While my other friends had partners, I was always by myself. I went
You probably just wasn't locked in. That's my guess. I'm going off a guess. Even though you want to say it, but like, come on, that's usually what it is. Like, you focus on yourself. You ain't really worried or pressed. It's going to happen if it happens.
ask why I don't have a girl. I always tell them the classic, oh, I don't like chasing, I just let them come to me. But nah, I just had severe social anxiety at the time. Well, when they actually approached me first,
That's actually a heavy thing too. Shit, I was like that.
so that's different.
Low key, hold on. Actually, low key, I can still be like that, but at the same time, I don't be caring as much nowadays. Like, I got better with it. It takes time to really get over that type of stuff.
I'm less nervous, but that doesn't happen often. So most of the time I'm just by myself, playing Minecraft, burning villages, building bunkers, and slaying the Ender Dragon. That was until on a random weekday during lunch, with a crew at the usual spot, doing usual things, talking about Minecraft and discussing anime. And these would always end with us hating on each other's favorite anime. At the time, me and Brian were hardcore DBZ advocates, while Tyreek was a hardcore Naruto defender. Every time we mention DBZ, here comes Tyreek talking about oh, Naruto is way better than DBZ. So while we're discussing, here comes Jeff, a little late, but it's to be expected. He has like 10 friend groups. But as he's walking closer, I realized that he's not walking by himself, like there's someone behind of him. And the closer he got, I came to realize that the person who was following behind of him was a girl. So now I'm thinking, damn, another one? Jeff changed partners like he changed clothes. And not gonna lie, I already feel sorry for her. Like, look at Jeff. He's wearing a jersey and he don't even watch sports. She definitely getting played. So Jeff daps us up and then introduces this girl. Her name was Natasha. She's in the same grade as us and she's kinda chill. So I'm assuming she's one of his friends or just another poor soul that fell for his tricks. Either way, I greet her normally, give her a little handshake, carry on my day. She didn't really talk much, which is kind of normal when you're meeting a group of people for the first time. So I just internalized it as her being shy. What's funny though, after I met her, I just started seeing her around the school more often. Like, you ever realize like when you discover something new, like you start seeing it and hearing about it way more?
Yeah, nigga, you unlocked a new character. You'll find whatever you did, you upgraded, you unlocked a new character inside the school somehow. Cause I'd be doing that randomly.
Just me?
Give me 30 seconds and I'll show you how to check if your resume passes the ATS. Go to Resume Genius Resume Builder and upload your resume. You can skip the setup questions for now.
Alright. The point is that I've been seeing her around a lot more. Coincidence? Maybe. I don't know. So this was happening for about a week and everything was fine. Until it wasn't. So one time me and the squad were outside during lunch at the usual spot doing usual things. Minecraft, anime, you get the idea. And then Jeff popped up out of nowhere, like usual. He kind of pulls me aside and tells me that he wants to tell me something. And he lets me know, yo, bro, don't tell anyone I told you this, but Natasha, she told me that she likes you.
Huh?
Natasha. Mm-hmm. The same Natasha I met last week. Mm-hmm. Who barely speaks to me. Mm-hmm. And our only interaction was me shaking her hand. I am not believing that shit. And it's not because I think I'm hideous and no one will ever imagine to look in my direction. No, far from that. That's only 55.5% factual. I wouldn't say I was ugly, I just wasn't maximizing my full potential. I was damn near bald, skinny as hell, and my fit was awful. Granted, we had uniforms, but everyone would alter their uniforms to fit their body type, so it would fit well and look way better. Which, trust me, made a huge difference. But unfortunately, I didn't have that luxury. My mother sent me to school the same way I got the uniform. The shirt fit me fine, but the pants were a little too baggy. Not the normal type of baggy. Soldier Boy 2003 type of baggy. And this
You gotta make it work though. I don't know. I don't know how you do that. You just got. I don't know. You need the character for it. I guess character stats ain't get upgraded yet.
story took place in the late 2010s, around 2019. No one was rocking the baggy fits anymore. So while everyone was wearing their tight
That shit was ass, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. That was the worst fashion era ever. I don't care what nobody says, bro. That's the worst fashion era ever. Them tight ass fucking jeans and shit was that shit should have never happened. It should have never happened. Like you just gotta wear what you gotta wear for your body type. Make it work. Your fashion is your fashion. But I'm glad that's never gonna be me ever again. I'm not. Yeah, that's dead. I'm gonna wear what the hell I want to wear. I'm gonna be comfortable. That shit was not. If y'all seen me, it was bad. It was bad. I fell for that at one time, and then I think I never would again. I went straight to wearing what I want to wear. I was like, shit, I might not be the fashion person, but like, I'm not flashy like that. But shit, I'm be most comfortable. Shit, I'm a walk.
pants. You can imagine how odd I looked. So trust me, when a few girls actually approached me in high school, I was in shock. Because I was like, do you not see me right now? But things are better. I grew up my hair, changed my style, took exercising seriously, I worked on my mental.
That part, gotta do that. Gotta do that a lot more. I gotta get back into the exercising portion. The mental, doing a lot better with that. But the exercising, I gotta lock in with that. I'm trying to. I don't want to be flabby. I'm trying to be ready for the summertime. And it's not to be on no, oh yeah, I'm gonna be trying to be at the beach, trying to do some, go crazy, nothing like that. It's just, nigga, I'm trying to be impressive myself. I get what they mean a little bit. Sometimes they say like sometimes you look at yourself in the mirror, you over there like, damn, I look sexy as shit. I'm on some motherfucking Dwayne the Rock Jones and shit.
What?
What's the nigga Michael B. Jordan?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Nigga,
And how I carried myself. Wow, I went way off topic. Anyways, almost anytime I saw Jeff, he brought up Natasha, and I keep telling him to chill. Let me explain why. I try to be very particular when choosing a partner. Keyword is try. Natasha is cool, but I don't know anything about her. It's like someone telling you to go and eat at this restaurant, and that's the only thing they said. They didn't mention the menu or talked about how good it is. She also didn't approach me personally about it, so that's another reason why I wasn't gonna press the issue. Because what if it was a prank and I end up embarrassing myself? And personally, I would never recover from that. Like, I would be on my deathbed telling my grandkids about, oh, back in high school, this one time, I
nigga, how you get the grandkids? That's the question.
got, yo, I play too much, bro. Yo, what am I doing?
You had that.
This one time in high school. Alright, so Jeff was trying really hard to be a W wingman, but at the time he just couldn't be trusted. He was doing a lot of sinister stuff, and I didn't really feel comfortable going through with it, especially when I barely know her and she doesn't even talk to me. I believe if you like someone, you should show them that you like them and see if they match your energy. If they don't, cool. If they do, great. But everyone is kind of confused right now. People rather show less interest so the person they want can kind of chase them more. And it's a shame that it works that way sometimes. But if you have to stop caring and turn off your God-given emotions for someone to like you, then that's not healthy and that's not love.
I hate that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That shit makes it so confusing because then you don't know whether like you can't even tell if you vibing with the person or not. Yo, that shit would annoy the hell out of me. If you like me, bro, give me a motherfucking sign. I don't even like throw a motherfucker, throw a bone. Like let me like at least give me something so I can at least be like, all right, bet I can continue what I was about to do.
For example, I've witnessed a lot of couples fight and then isolate themselves afterwards, which you're not supposed to do that because resentment grows in silence. In the same way, how we are most tempted when we're isolated and by ourselves, we tend to make a lot of bad decisions when no one's watching. So both of you are actually supposed to come together to solve your problem. Like if you're in a relationship and like you and your shawty, you know, or like you and your person are like in a big disagreement, y'all shouldn't isolate yourselves. Y'all should like come together and fix that. And it's only when you come back together is when the relationship grows stronger. A lot of people allow their egos to get in the way of their happiness and end up blocking their own blessings. So next time you feel the urge to walk away from your partner, stop, turn around, and walk towards them and fix it. But both of you have to be on the same page. Like my mother always says, it takes two hands to clap.
EVE Online is a vast universe.
I don't think that was on my script. Hold on. Okay. Alright. Anyways, point is, if she liked me for real, I feel like she would at least try to talk to me. But some people are shy, and I was really shy as well, so I can understand. But I didn't want to entertain anyone, and I was more focused on art and music at the time and playing the game, video games. But every time I deny Jeff's offer, I can see like a subtle frustration on his face. And he's probably thinking, yo, like you can't be serious right now. Just take the law, bro. Just take the law. But that didn't stop him. Now, like him trying to be a wingman in the heat of midterms wasn't really doing him any justice because me and Natasha were busy trying to not fail our classes. However, after every midterm or before every midterm, it's been a while. The school pauses everything academic to host a sports week. And if you don't know what a sports week is, it's basically the school being divided into 4 different teams. And these 4 teams are color coded and are called houses. So there's green house, blue, yellow, and red house. And we all participate in different events like track and field, tug of war, and other things that I can't remember right now. Oh yeah, we also had volleyball, basketball, football, and netball. Just so you know, we took this event very, very seriously. This was our World Cup, our Olympics, Super Bowl, and NBA Finals. If you were competing, you better go big or you were going home in shame. The house rivalry were also really serious and had people segregated at times and actually beefing. The top houses were green and red, while yellow and blue would regularly fight for last place. If you're Caribbean and you were in blue house, you already knew you were coming in last in almost every sport. But they didn't really care anymore. I think they just accepted it and were just there for the vibes, honestly. Anyways, the story continues on a day where we're mostly vibing and socializing. This was like the small competitions before the actual stuff. So things like an eating competition and who can do the most push-ups, things like that. However, like I said, while they were doing all that, majority of people were socializing and vibing out. So at the time, I think I was chilling by the music room, which is next to the big playing field right where they're playing the music. And I was just vibing, to be honest. At this time, they were abusing the speakers with Young M.A. and Blueface. The vibes were up, the exam stress died down, and everyone is just enjoying life right now, to be honest. I have to be 100% honest with you guys, but I don't remember much of what happened after that. But somehow, I ended up having a conversation with both Jeff and Natasha. I don't know how it happened, but something between me listening to music and us meeting, something happened between that space that I just don't remember. Also, I don't think Tyreek and Brian came to school that day, so I didn't really have anyone else to hang out with. So we were just having a normal conversation and suddenly Jeff disappears. Like he does that a lot, if you couldn't tell. So now it's just me and Natasha. And I can't fully remember how our conversation started, but I do remember that it was a good one at least. We spoke about different shows she watched and I shared a lot of things that I liked. We didn't have much in common, but we were both socially awkward, so we somewhat understood each other, I guess. Now, while we're talking, I low-key wanted to tell her about what Jeff told me, but I was scared I was right about it being a prank, and then I end up looking stupid in front of all these people. However, before I could even make a proper decision on whether I want to ask or not, she lifts her head up ever so slightly.
Hey, so Jeff said that you liked me or whatever. Is it true?
That nigga told me the same thing.
Eh? What is she talking about? Well, it's funny that you say that because Jeff said that you liked me.
I ain't say that shit. Did I? Listen, I don't remember saying that.
So we both just kind of stare at each other awkwardly. And then as we're staring at each other, something clicked in our heads.
Thank you.
That's when our heads pan slowly to Jeff. And we realize what was really going on.
No, yo, that's a to be continued. Oh, he played. I was locked in for that moment. He pissed me off on that one, but that was a good ass video. Go check yo out. Lock in with his content, lock in with mine too if you fuck with it. You know, I'm gonna be doing more stuff. And tell me anything down in the comments that you want me to watch if you think it's cool. Right now, I'm just into these animated videos because they give me good story times. I like the story times. It's by Lemur. I don't know how to say his one. I think it's
Respawn Mint.
Parents of children who play Roblox.
But this is a continuation from what his last story time was. So before we get into it, if he doesn't say it, what happened in the last video that I watched with it was like, and we didn't watch it already. I'll go back and watch it just so y'all can have the story time.
To sexual materials.
Testing, 1, 2. Recap. So one girl destroyed my friend group, and that girl was my best friend, Ari. At least, that's what it looked like from the outside, because everything started to fall apart after she joined. But from the inside, you could tell this friend group was doomed from the very beginning. Because as time passed, the more and more I noticed how fake all these friends in the group were, even to the people they called their best friends, which I found out after Ari called me and said Andre was trying to make a move on her, even though she was dating his best friend. And when I was finally done putting up with everyone's toxic behavior, I called him out and threatened to expose him for the kind of person he was. Until he threatened to expose what happened between me and Cam. Okay, to explain how we got there, we gotta go all the way back here. When I found out Cam and Louis broke up, the very first taste of drama in this friend group. And man, looking back at it, I really wish I ignored it. But this was a sheltered child's first taste of drama, and I bit. But looking back at this, I think we all know it's Party 101. If you come across anybody crying, vomiting, or angry, mind your business and glide by. But I didn't do that. And that was the start of our friendship and a lot of other things too. Now, more important information to remember is shortly after I met this group, society got fucking lobotomized. Travel bans were put in order, quarantine became mandatory, and 2 national emergencies were declared on my birthday. And the big old cherry on top was the relationship I was in at the time wasn't feeling so much like a relationship. The whole thing was a secret, so whenever we were together in person, we had to act like we was casual friends because my family was always around, and neither of our families left us alone together. They made it very clear we were not allowed to date. But what made it really hard was that whenever she was gone, all we did was text. No cute little movie nights, no FaceTime, no nothing. Oh nah. I felt like I was getting beat from every direction and thought, since I already had to text, call, and find new digital ways to spend time with my friends, what if I took that and applied it to my relationship? Yeah.
That's your first mistake. That nigga went wrong in every direction. COVID hit him hard if that's what you're talking about.
Bro, she's cheating on you. Bro, she is. Why else would
I don't even go to the cheating allegations. I'd have just been like, you know what? I'm gonna go do my own thing. I ain't gonna lie. 2 weeks we supposed to be together, even in a secret. I'm like, we definitely distance, and you're not even worried about me enough to at least text, call, send an email, send a bird, rocking a stone, throw it through my window, break my like nothing. Yeah, I don't know. That might be over with.
Didn't she pick up? She's just busy. Go away. Don't be mad at me for saying what we all thinking. Please pick up. Please.
Now you lost
What
about
the
a month,
Oh.
a straight month.
Hey, sorry, I'm busy right now. Did you need something? Nah, I just want to talk to you. Oh, just text me. I can't call you? You can, it's just I'm not in the mood. You can't text whatever you want to say? I guess. And so when my relationship left me feeling
I'm a bad texter. I'm a bad texter. True. Bad texter. If that was happening to me, it's not gonna be a very good conversation. I do better either on phone. Maybe we gotta do something active, or I'm definitely best in person. That's where you get the best part of my personality from. Especially when I'm in like when my social battery isn't fucking all the way drained for whatever reason. It gets drained really quickly. But yeah, I can't do that, bro. Like texting, it just feels unalive. Like, well, it is unalive, but like the whole concept of texting to me is just nothing in it. Like for me to be really into texting you, there had to be a lot of things in place, but the conversation has to legitimately be a great conversation. Just like, and you got to be engaged. I can't do all that texting stuff.
alone, I use my friends to fill the hole inside me. And there's so many problems with trying to fill the hole left by an ongoing relationship with other things. But I didn't know that. You think Lil Liam knew that? Look at his dumb little face. Stupid ass smile. What he so happy about? But listen, so no matter what drama was going on in the friend group, it felt like I needed them. So no matter how toxic it got or what was going on, I was there. And despite how bad it wasn't all bad. I did make some really good friends. It just so happened that one of those friends was Cam. I think what made being friends with Cam so easy is that me and Cam's friendship kind of mirrored me and Ari's. After talking a bit more, she would vent to me and Kim a lot about Louis, and I kind of treated her how I would Ari, just giving her the best advice I could, and we'd all laugh about it because she didn't listen. And then after a while, she stopped talking about Louis, and we were just normal friends. Until she said, I think I like you.
No, understandably, this is a no because this is how I'm picturing how I picture my friend group. So let's just say just a general like a friend group in general, bro. I don't want to mess it up. I feel like it might mess it up for me saying no, but like I like the dynamic that we actually have, and I'm like as much as if I feel like it would work, it would have to be on different circumstances. Maybe it would be like when we first met or something like that. But it just feels like I don't know. For me, it just doesn't feel natural. I can't view somebody that I already view as like a friend like that, and then just put them straight into that concept of like you're like we can be together now. Unless like it would have to build or like something has to change dramatically. Maybe it just be the two of us. If the friend group feel like it just became the two of us, and everything's collapsing. I guess I would never want that to happen. But like I don't know. That's probably just me putting everything on 100. But like, yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that. Something has to change. We're having very intimate moments.
I think I like you. I am so sorry. I know you have a girlfriend and everything, but it just started happening, and I wasn't gonna say anything, but I told Kim, and then she told me to tell you because... So Cam confessed to me, and one of the first people I talked to about the situation was Andre, cause he was the oldest in the group, and I thought that wisdom came with age. I told him I didn't know how to feel because I was hitting a dead end in my relationship, and I wondered if it was time for me to step away because I was at a loss. And Andre just told me it was my choice. So what happened? I said no. Because Cam was cool, but we were just friends until that point. And I decided to keep trying to fix what I had. Granted, they didn't make that relationship work out in the end. Hell no! But am I glad I tried? No. If you ever go through this, leave it behind. But during that time, I couldn't face that reality. But Andre knew that. He knew everything. So imagine how I felt when he threatened to go around saying I cheated. Huh? Andre, what are you talking about? Nothing happened between me and Cam. It doesn't matter. You two were close enough, so I'll just tell her and we'll see what happens. I always gotta tell you to mind your business and you don't ever want to listen, so this is what's happening now. Yo, what is your problem? You're this mad because you messed up? You're wrong, because I didn't do anything. They were having problems and I just let her know not to give up on love. Why? Because you want her to love you? Either you drop this or watch how everybody that you care about drops you. And then he continued on.
Yeah, straight hit that button. You know what? Fuck this. Just everything gonna have to drop now, nigga. This gonna be in the open. I'ma just trust that maybe Cam might say something nice and be like, yeah, he said no.
Say it wouldn't stop in my relationship. He could make anything up to make me lose my friends too, because this was his group. So when it came down to me or him, who did I think everyone was gonna pick? Andre was trying to make me feel the pressure of possibly losing everything. But in that same moment, it was like the neurons in my brain activated, because I was like, bro, bump you and this whole conversation. Because it was right then and there that I realized I didn't need a confession from him. I just wanted to see if he'd tell the truth. But I was far from done, because the first thing I did after that conversation was talk to Louis and tell him Andre was hitting on his girlfriend. Yo, I already know. Andre was hitting on your what? Yeah, I already know. And it was handled. By the time I got to Louis, Andre and Louis already talked about everything, because while I was talking to Andre, Ari was already talking to Louis, telling him everything. So when it came time to talk to Louis myself, I just asked what he was going to do about the situation. Nothing. What? I'm not doing anything. We already talked about and handled everything. Now, it might have been Louis' laid back expression, but for the first time ever, I genuinely felt repulsed by him. Because what do you mean your homeboy, the man that you called your brother, tried to move in on the woman you love, and you're not overly tweaking? You're not even tweaking like a little bit. Somehow, I walked away from that conversation feeling more pissed than my conversation with Andre, because the last thing Louis told me was that I needed to mind my business and stop trying to start problems.
I might walk up, like, come on, bro. Like, yo, my business. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I might take this motherfucking stick and I'm gonna just
Alright. Hearing him echo the same exact thing as Andre, despite the fact I was trying to help him, showed me this should have been an On's boy love story from the get-go. Andre x Louis is what this should have been, and there would have been no problems. Because I kid you not, Ari and Louis broke up days later, with Andre and Louis going right back to being best friends. But I didn't forget how Andre threatened me, so every single time we were around each other, we just had the worst arguments, and that dragged even more people into the drama, making everybody feel some type of way, including Ari, because despite being done dirty, she was still in the group and she didn't know whether to leave or not, because she had also became friends with everybody. But the tension kept rising and rising until the whole group split down the middle. Some completely cut off Andre, agreeing that he was too toxic to be around, and went off to do their own thing. And some just kind of drifted between groups, but some felt like it was all Ari's fault and hated how we were all arguing about a situation over a girl. And a few months later, Zane forwarded a message from Andre where he was apologizing. He said he was sorry for everything, including Ari. But the truth is, it wasn't about Ari. It was about how we treated each other. Because when did friends lie to each other? When did friends bully one another? And where did it all go wrong? Because when you sit back and think about it, were we ever really friends at all?
I'm messing with you.
Anzai, hi. It's been a little while, as always. And yes, you did read that correctly. There is more to this story, but I'd hate to make anyone feel like I'm dragging it out, so I'm gonna leave this on a bit of an open ending. And please, like and subscribe, show some love. Tell me down.
Yeah, like and subscribe. All right, if he comes up with the video for that, I'm definitely tapping in. But oh my gosh, that started today and it was pissing me off. Yo, his friends had me really out there losing it. It's cool, you know. At the end of the day, you know, it's life. It's just, sometimes life just be life, and bro, you get into stupid situations, stupid prizes, stupid games, everything. Hey, at least we had fun watching the video. Please subscribe. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Anything you want down in the comments, just send it down. Let me know what you guys like. And I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna try to watch these videos. I'm gonna try to get some content out. Try to have fun. That's all I want to do. Like I probably post whenever. I don't know if it's gonna be the best content. I don't know if it's gonna be worst content. I'm gonna try. But hey, y'all have a good one. Peace. I'm out.